Hi, I'm Kate Alley, Vice President of Development at Opportunity House, and welcome to another edition of Faces of Opportunity. I've got with me today Klover Custis. She's the Program Director for our SSVF program, and Sid Samson, who's been working with the SSVF program and is a veteran who served our country. Sid, could you tell us a little bit about how you served our country and what branch of the military you were in?
Well, I served in the United States Marine Corps. My MOS was transportation. What I did was just transport troops and CO officers and stuff like that to and from their destination. Yeah.
That's great. And how did you find out about Opportunity House?
Well, actually, back in '95, Reading area community. I mean, it was just the Reading shelter. And I went through there when it was just a plain shelter, and they helped me out a lot back then. I actually went to college, Reading Area Community College, through the Reading shelter, and actually worked there, and it sent me on my way. I went to school for certified nursing assistants in '95 through the Reading shelter, and I went to I think like 11 years later, I went back to Philadelphia, where I'm from, and things wasn't going too well, but I remember all the success I had by being at the shelter, so I came back. And it was named the Opportunity House, and what a great name that is for it, because it's full of opportunities for everybody. And I went through there. My plan was just to go there and wait for my next paycheck and then go rent a room somewhere, and heaven knows where that would have took me. But by being there, I forget her name, my case manager, she took and told me about the Veterans Program and told me to stick around and I might be able to get placed and reap the benefits of being a vet. And I did. And so now, I have my own place, beautiful place.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful neighborhood, and oh wow, I can't say enough about the Opportunity House now and before, and the things that they've done for me and other people.
That's fantastic to hear about, Sid. And Klover, how did you get involved with Opportunity House, and what do you do for the SSVF program?
So I got involved with Opportunity House about almost 7 years ago now. And I started out working as a case manager for the clients that are in the shelter. And at that time, we didn't have the SSVF program that we have now. So I did that, worked as a case manager in that program. And then I was going to school for my master's in social work at that time. So Modesto, our president, came to me and said, you know, I know you're finishing your master's soon. He said, we applied for this grant to assist veterans with housing called Supportive Services for Veteran Families. And it was a brand new grant nationwide. It was at that time, some funds had been released from the federal government down through the VA. So he said, we applied for this grant. We'll see if we get it or not. We don't know if we're going to get it, but would you be interested in running it? And I said, yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. So then months later, he said, hey, guess what? We got the grant. It was supposed to be a long shot, but it came through, and we had gotten it. So he said, hey, we got the grant, so you're on. So I went to some training, got information, and things like that. And basically, what the grant is. It started out smaller, but in current years, it's over $300 million that's been issued nationwide.
Wow.
To different nonprofits to administer the grants. So currently, our grant is about $750,000 that we have, and what we do is we're able to help veterans who are homeless and maybe living in a shelter like Sydney was, or even people that are living in the community but maybe they're being evicted from their places or things like that. And we can use the financial resources that we have, as well as case management services to try to keep them housed or get them permanently housed. The program operates under the concept of housing first, meaning that, you know, we realize that a lot of people end up homeless or come to us for different reasons. Maybe they lost a job, maybe they don't have any income, or they went through a divorce or separation and that landed them homeless, or maybe they have other issues, drug and alcohol or mental health that's not treated, and things like that. So the concept of SSVF in the Housing First model is to first, no matter what the issues are, get people housed so that, you know, they're more comfortable in their own housing. They can take a shower in their own bathroom, get dressed, hang their clothing in the closet, and then start working on their goals as far as maybe treating their drug and alcohol issues, treating their mental health, or getting that job that they need, increasing income, and things like that. So we've been very pleased with the success that we've had, and, you know, being able to help a lot of veterans. I have a wonderful team. I have my case managers, Kim and Thomas in Berks County, and then I have Rachel in Schuylkill County. And we provide services in Lancaster County as well by subcontracting with Tabor Community Services. And down there, Marge and Dominique kind of hold things down there and provide services in Lancaster. So.
And I heard that you got some really great news recently about how well the Veterans Program is done.
Yes. Well, we have been part of, it's a government initiative that came out several years back. I'm not sure exactly what year it first came out, but they made a declaration to end veteran homelessness by 2015. So that was kind of extended because at the end of 2015 we weren't quite there yet. But we've been part of the efforts along with the COC, which is the Commission to End Homelessness nationwide. So ours is through Berks County, and then we also have Schuylkill and Lancaster have their own COCs. But we've been part of that initiative, and we've worked really hard to try to end veteran homelessness. So we just got news a couple weeks ago that we were declared in Berks County to have officially reached 0 homeless veterans. So now that doesn't mean that there's no one that still needs help. That doesn't mean that maybe there isn't a veteran still in the shelter, because there are. But what it is a functional 0. So that means that everyone who wanted housing or you know, does not want to be on the streets, that we've been able to identify everyone through going out, doing outreach, searching, and looking for people that maybe need this assistance. We've identified them, and everyone who is maybe in the shelter or in a transitional housing program has some type of housing plan to get to permanent housing. So that everybody that wants assistance and has been identified is going to be able to get into permanent housing somehow, some way, maybe through our program or through other programs that we work with.
That's wonderful. It's so great to
proud
hear. It's just
Right.
great news, and all your hard work is paid off. And it's so important that we're supporting our veterans who've served our country
Absolutely.
and done great work for us to keep our freedoms. We are going to wrap up our show today, but Sid, do you have any parting words or anything you want to say to a veteran out there who might be struggling?
Yes, if you are struggling, regardless of what you're struggling with, Opportunity House is the place to be. Stop in, check it out, and I guarantee that you'll like what you see. Thank you.
Thanks, Sid.
Thank you, Sid. Thank you for watching Faces of Opportunity. You can find us on Facebook at Opportunity House or on our website, www.ophouse.org.